Excuse me. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with the new video. If you're watching this video for the first time, I hope that you click the subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, please make sure you start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button. Also, make sure that you share this video to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, or wherever you share our videos. Excuse me. Well, I'm going to start today's show off just thanking everybody for watching Tuesday night's video. I know that a lot of people were talking about the Natalie Cole tribute and her not receiving the tribute, and everyone has been like, you know, sharing their opinion, and a lot of people on TV were, you know, expressing how they felt that she should have had a tribute at the Grammy Awards, considering her musical legacy with her father being Nat King Cole and her winning 9 Grammys and things like that. And even though, you know, my opinion is a little bit different, I just want to say thank you to everyone who was willing to debate and engage on that topic of discussion. And I just want to say one more thing. I feel like just because you may have a different number of Grammys than other people doesn't mean that you deserve something more than others. That's all that I want to say about the situation. Because Diana Ross is a person that has 0 Grammys at all. That doesn't mean that she shouldn't have a tribute because she doesn't have any Grammys, or because someone has more than her. So, you know, that's what I just wanted to say about that. But
you wanted to throw that in there?
Yeah.
Why?
Because a lot of people were leaving the comments that she had 9 Grammys and David Bowie only had 1 Grammy.
You know what's so funny that I learned? What makes it even more sad that they didn't honor her? Natalie Cole was the first African-American artist that won a Grammy for Best New Artist.
That's something I didn't know until I seen it.
The first African-American artist to win a Grammy for Best New Artist. But yet we couldn't honor her. And because she... I'm trying to figure out why you just said what you just said, because it made no sense. But it doesn't make... It's like you're still trying to dig into, like...
I'm not trying to dig into
it was wrong. It was wrong. I would want the Grammys to honor Diana Ross too with no Grammys. Because Diana Ross is a legend. Grammy or no legend, Grammy or no Grammy, she is a legend. So they should definitely honor her. You know what I mean? Natalie Cole broke Aretha Franklin's record for the most nominated Grammys. But no tribute. Natalie Cole was very, very influential in the music industry. Whether, again, like you said, she was played in 2219 or other people's house. She was very influential. And you cannot deny that. And I'm not saying just you, but everybody or the Grammys who just felt as though, oh, well, you know, we don't need to honor her. Like, are you kidding me? Not to mention it's also Black History Month and you don't honor her? The first African-American artist to win the Best New Artist Grammy? Come on.
Well, I hope that...
I'm sorry, are any of us on that tribute committee at the Grammys?
I hope so.
You hope so?
I hope so, because maybe...
Why you hope so when you didn't even think she should be honored?
Because if it was black people there, they should have been stepping up and saying something.
Why? Why? Why would it matter if they had the same opinion like you?
I'm not saying she shouldn't have had a tribute.
You did say that though.
I was saying that it didn't affect me that she didn't have a tribute. It didn't make me upset like some other people.
But that's not what you said. You said that it didn't matter how many Grammys she won. You also said that David Bowie's impact on music was much greater. And it may have been much greater to those that you asked. But then to the crowd on the left may have said, I ain't own not one David Bowie album, but I had a Natalie Cole album. And like I said, Natalie Cole broke records that you and I may not have even known. Like I said, before the video that we recorded, I didn't know that she was the first act, but I learned that afterwards. I knew that she had broke Aretha's record with the most nominations, but I didn't even think to say that in the video. It didn't even come to my mind. But Natalie Cole broke records at the Grammys. She broke records at the Grammys. She did. She may not have been that household name, well, some households, but she broke records. And, you know, I respected your argument, but I do think that you were being really dismissive towards her in the last video. You were just like, well, she don't really, and we didn't play her in this house, so why? You know, like you really went in on her, and I was like, Kevin, I can't believe you went in on her. I know you wasn't trying to, but the way you were saying like, well, we didn't play her in this house, so therefore it didn't matter.
I feel, but you know what? The Grammys need the Grammys need
to diversify a little bit more.
To not only diversify, but maybe have a special program to tribute those who have passed in music, so people can understand the impact that they have had in music, or maybe do a special program on the recent artists that passed, and maybe we can, you know, learn more about them, because I didn't know all of that stuff. Best New Artist. I said, okay, 9 Grammys. I know that she was like a jazz artist, and you know, jazz is not. It's not that popular like it was in the 50s and the 60s. Probably way before then, because the jazz, they used to go to like all those events in Harlem and all.
But you know what's interesting, because but you know what's interesting, because jazz is not that popular to you and I. Mm-hmm. But jazz is very much still popular. They still have big jazz fests. African American Jazz Fest. They have all types of jazz fests around the country. You know, I think that if we're going to do this, then we need to educate ourselves a little bit more. Jazz is very popular. It may not be popular to us, just like if you ask somebody who's 70, Beyonce may not be popular to them. But that don't mean that Beyonce is not an influential artist in the game. Mm-hmm. They may not look at her as an influential artist. Like, for instance, I was having a debate with somebody last night, and she's, you know, this huge Whitney Houston fan, and I love her for that. But, you know, she gave her opinion. Like, when I think of somebody like Whitney Houston, I think of somebody like Beyonce. She's like, you know, I don't really, you know, consider Beyonce up there with Whitney. And I understood where she was going. I understood what she was saying. Because when you got somebody like Whitney, you're not thinking about somebody like Beyonce. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So therefore, I was saying the other day that, yeah, David Bowie had an impact, but when you're fans of somebody like Natalie Cole, you ain't think about nobody like David Bowie. I don't listen to that type of music, so why would I care about him? And vice versa. So I think that a lot of people may have been offended because they were like, what? Natalie Cole was that shit? And she wasn't just Natalie Cole just because of her dad either. Because Natalie Cole could sing. She could. I mean, there's a lot of live performances on YouTube. One of my favorite performances of her live is her and Whitney Houston when they did Bridge Over Troubled Water. Now, my favorite performance of that song was Whitney and CeCe Winans. But a few years earlier, Natalie and... See, you gotta get like me, because I know y'all get on me for not knowing about these current artists, but baby, I know the old school artists. Okay? I'm like Whitney Houston. I very rarely listen to singers who can't sing. And I listen to singers who can sing.
And mind you.
And so before you say that,
I think
Natalie Cole and Whitney Houston have a version of Bridge Over Troubled Water on YouTube. And it's amazing. Like I said, my favorite version is with Whitney and CeCe Winans. That one is all.
Make it y'all business to go find
Make it y'all business to find that. You know, and different videos, live performances, because I always promote the live stuff. Live performances of Natalie Cole. That girl could sing. And let me tell you something. When I listen and watch her sing, I didn't think about Nat King Cole. I thought about her. And that's just all I have to say about it.
And shout out to Natalie Cole. And last night, I was going to do a video on the Next 15, but I was feeling like I could not do the video because I was so worried about what was going on with Big Ange. Even though I did watch the Next 15 and it's good, a lot of people really don't know what channel it comes on. It comes on TV1 Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. It's a show with Claudia Jordan, Karamo, Benzino, Miss New York, Laura from Basketball Wives LA, and Jennifer Williams. It was on last night. I was watching it, but there was just it was so much going on about Big Ange. Somebody had tweeted me that they had found out that Big Ange had passed away, and you know, I retweeted it, and then people were saying that it wasn't true, that she didn't pass. And then I seen the tweet from Entertainment Tonight, and they were saying that a family member revealed to them that Big Ange has indeed passed away. And then it was people tweeting, like some family members, I don't know their Twitter accounts, but they were saying that it's not true, she's still breathing, just please pray for her. And then I was just seeing tweets where it was kind of like hinting that Big Ange is about to pass. It was just sad, and you know, I think it's important before you break a news story and make it look legit, because I posted on Instagram because I seen so many websites reporting it, so I said, well, it must be true. And then I posted the statement from the family where it says that, you know, she's still alive. And you know, it's just sad to the family that media outlets are reporting a death and it's not true. I think you should wait to hear a statement from the family before you confirm something that's not true. Because even if I had a 2% chance of living, bitch, let me hold on to that 2% until, you know, either I pass or I recover. You know, give me that. Oh my God, I'm getting sad. That respect. Yeah, that respect. But for me, why I'm so sad is that Big Ange was just like one of my favorite people to watch on television. She was just fun, and I remember when we first were introduced to her, you know, we thought she was a man, and we would say all kinds of crazy stuff. But as the show went on, you realize that Big Ange always came from a place of love, and she put everybody in their place when she needed to. But the main thing was that she loved everybody and always try to unite everybody. And you really don't see that on reality TV. It wasn't like she was just trying to be that star. This was who she was as a person, and that's the personality that I fell in love with. I loved her little branch off shows. When she had the Drunken Monkey and the Miami Monkey and stuff. Those were just fun to see, and she loved to have a goddamn drink, and she just loved to have a good time. Kind of remind me of me. But I'm gonna miss Big Ange, and it's sad to even, for me to probably to even continue to watch the rest of Mob Wives with her going through her condition, and you can see the breakdown of her marriage and everything. It's just so sad. I don't think I can watch the rest of that. But Big Ange will truly be missed, and she's just one of my favorite reality TV personalities ever. So, you know, my condolences to her family, her fans, her friends, like Big Ange. I don't think nobody's ever going to fill her shoes on TV. I don't, well, maybe in the future, but not right now. But, you know, I'm hoping, I don't know if her family would, you know, let the public come to her funeral. I don't know. But please just give her family that respect during this tough time, because her death came, to me, it came very fast. But I don't know how long ago they taped the show, but you can see that she was discussing it and she was arguing with her husband. And then 2 days ago, her episode of Dr. Oz came on. Normally, Dr. Oz is like a week or a couple days in advance before it comes on. But she just seemed, I didn't see the whole thing, but I seen some clips. She seemed to be in her right state of mind. She knew what was going on, and she was saying that she was leaving her husband. But the main thing is that, you know, she wanted to be here for her family, her grandchildren. And, you know, it's just saying that she also discussed that she was leaving her husband. Because as I was saying a couple weeks ago, she was telling her husband to step it up. I took care of you, now you got to move your fucking weight. And he wasn't doing her weight, so she was okay with him not being in her life before she passed. But he was at the hospital with so many other family and friends were with her. And we found out that she passed away at 3:01 this morning. So again, my condolences to Big Ange and her family. Is there anything that you want to add?
No, I didn't even know she was sick, because I haven't seen like the past 2 seasons of Mob Wives. But it was really sad to find out that, like you said, a fun, caring personality like her, you know, passed away. It really was sad, and I really do, you know, I send my condolences to her family, especially her children. You know, watching the show, when I did watch it and seeing how close she was with her son, I didn't know she had a daughter. I found that out when I saw the clip of Dr. Oz. You know, I didn't know she had a daughter. And, you know, she has the grandkids. It's just, it's really sad. But, you know, the best thing about all of this is that she's in no more pain. Mm-hmm. She's in no more pain. And I think we all know from watching loved ones with cancer how painful it can be for them. You know, how painful and how, you know, grueling the process of the chemo and all that can be for them. you know, and we all know that, of course, her family would rather have her here, but she's in no more pain. No more pain. No more pain. And, you know, that's the best thing that I can see out of all of this. The woman's in no more pain and she's at peace. She's at peace. So, again, I send my condolences, you know, to her family. And, you know, her memory will always continue to live on. For the few years that she was on TV, her impact was huge for those of us that watched Mob Wives and VH1. So, you know, shout out to Big Ange.
Yeah. And so now we're going to move off Big Ange onto the Philadelphia police. Now, now we know that Kanye West tweeted about him being $53 million in debt. And someone tweeted me a tweet with the Philadelphia police tweeting Kanye West saying that he can join their force and the starting salary is $47,000 a year and that he could pay it all back, his debt, to 2011 or something like that. Is that what the tweet said?
I didn't see the whole tweet.
Or some, well, it'll take him a couple 1,000 years to pay that off that debt. But this is my thing. Philadelphia police, we have too much going on in our motherfucking city to be trying to jump in to pop culture by tweeting Kanye West. We have murders here. We have drug dealers here. We have robberies. We have so much going on. I want to know who is in charge of the social media department for the Philadelphia police, because y'all need to change that. Whoever was tweeting that or whoever thought that was a good idea, you need to let them go. They are not a good person to be in charge of social media for the Philadelphia police, because Philadelphia police are to be taken seriously, not to be looked at as a joke or to be laughing and making jokes on Twitter and Instagram when we got people out here that's making our city look bad. We need to be going after those people. How about you keep tweeting about who y'all trying to catch, who y'all who did a who committed a crime, who did robbery and things like that. So I just think that that was very insensitive. You guys need to not be doing that on social media. It's not funny to me at all. What did you want to say about it?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Because they fucking tried it. I could say a whole lot more.
Please don't.
But if they want somebody to be on the social media, I could be on social media. I can tweet serious stuff. The Pope versus Donald Trump. Now, the Pope was visiting Mexico for a week. He's been down in Mexico. He had to get a couple of people together for grabbing on him. You don't grab the Pope when you see him. Yes, I know he's a big figure to you, but you don't grab on him. Like he said, stop being selfish in whatever language you're speaking. And
they just do a little too much.
Yes.
Like, the way they pulled that man down, like, was horrible.
And didn't even think about how old he was,
right,
and how he could easily break a
bone. And I mean, he really got them together.
Yes.
That the security kept looking at him like, oh, wow. I mean, he really got them together. Like, you don't do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people just get too carried away with celebrities, period. Like, come on, stop doing all. They grab and they want to, like, come on. And, you know, some people don't like to even be touched like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Some people are germaphobes and they only want to shake your hand. They put hand sanitizer on after they shake your hand.
Now, I'm trying to find the exact quote from the Pope. Because I don't want to... Oh, you had good. Because I don't want to get it all fucked up when y'all come at us.
No, not at me. Yeah, hold on.
Does the Pope eat? But Donald Pope. The Pope was asked a question about Donald Trump before he was leaving.
So here we are. Yes, so here we are. Pope Francis said Thursday that Donald Trump is not Christian if he wants to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexican border. Trump immediately fired back, saying it is disgraceful for a religious leader to question a person's faith. Trump, a leading U.S. Republican presidential candidate, has said that if elected, he will build a wall along the Mexican border from Texas to California and expel 11 million people who are in the country illegally. The Pope's comments en route home from Mexico came hours after he prayed at the Mexican border for people who died trying to reach the United States. Asked what he thought of Trump's pledge, Francis said, "A person who thinks only about building walls wherever they may be and not building bridges is not Christian. This is not in the gospel." Not having heard Trump's border plans independently, Francis said he'd give the benefit of the doubt. But he added, I say only that this man is not Christian if he has said things like that. Trump, a Presbyterian, shot back within minutes. For a religious leader to question a person's faith is disgraceful. I am proud to be a Christian, and as president, I will not allow Christianity to be consistently attacked and weakened. Now, I find that quite interesting coming from a man like Donald Trump, when he recently, a few weeks ago, or maybe even a month ago, did a rally where he was quoting scripture and had the nerve to say 2 Corinthians. Now, Donald Trump is not the first person that I've heard say something like that. Okay? I was recently, and I'm going to get back to Donald Trump and the Pope, but I was recently at a funeral that was held at my church. And you know how the family has, different people come up to read the cards and the acknowledgments and things like that. Well, this young lady got up. She was designated by the family to get up and read the acknowledgments and things like that. So she's reading the acknowledgments and the cards, and, I'm just like, why on earth did they ever pick her to do this? So then she gets to one of the cards that is quoting scripture, and she says the same thing Donald Trump says, but I don't think it was 2 Corinthians. I think it was 2 Timothy or something like that. But she says 2 Timothy, and I'm like, my head just went. And you know what she did? Kept right on like she said nothing wrong.
And how did everybody else react?
Oh, I could tell. Because when you sitting amongst people that you don't know what, it's interesting because everybody want to have their funeral in church, but don't know why anybody want to come to church when they, but then everybody want to have their loved one's funeral in a church.
Yeah.
I find that quite very interesting.
Because they want to have a homegoing celebration.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Homegoing celebrations are for the believers. Because a believer is going home. Funerals are for non-believers. I'm just going to put that out there. And I don't care who don't like what I just said.
I think y'all need to capture that and post that.
But, okay? Okay? Let me just tell you something. Donald Trump, for you to sit there and say that you're Presbyterian and you're Christian and you're Christianity, listen, I don't, if that's what you are, if you're Christian and you say you're Christian, fine. Hey, you're my brother in Christ. But for a man that is pushing 70 and you don't even know how to read scripture from the Bible, you don't even know how to do the simple reading of the verses and this, that, and the third. You don't even know how to do that. 2 Corinthians, and then you said it like it was like, and nobody in your audience that day corrected you.
Because he's Donald Trump.
Nobody corrected him. Nobody. So I can't really be mad at the Pope for what the Pope said. I don't know any Christian in their right mind that would agree with what Donald Trump has been saying about different religions and different backgrounds. I don't know any Christian that would do that. I made it very plain and clear at my job one day that me as a Christian man, I stand with the Muslims against Donald Trump. Yes, I do. Because I don't believe that nobody should be saying, oh, we're going to stop this certain type of religion from coming into a country until we figure out what the fuck's going on. Well, we didn't say that to y'all. When y'all be walking around with these sheets, white sheets on your heads and these Confederate flags, you stop all white people from coming into certain states until we find out what the fuck's going on down south. Did we say, we don't say that. You know what I mean? We don't tell y'all can't bring that shit up here. Y'all just bring it right the hell on up here.
They went anywhere they wanted to.
Anywhere they wanted to go.
And said you can't even.
And you better not tell them where they can't go. Because you know what they tell you? Because you're impeding on our First Amendment right.
Okay.
That's what they tell you in a minute. You're impeding on my First Amendment right. But you want to tell somebody they can't come into a country until you find out what the hell's going on. Like, who died and made you the Messiah to find out what the hell's going on? If the other 44 couldn't figure out what the fuck's going on, what makes you think you can?
And he always tell me, I said this and I said that. Oh, I said that.
Oh no, but this is Donald Trump. We're gonna be so mean. We're gonna fight so hard. We're gonna build a wall. It's gonna be so big. Nobody's gonna want to mess with us. And I'm thinking, like, is that all he ever says? It's like this man is
Why
on
we worry
repeat.
just about a damn wall and a border? Why don't we could do limitations on people illegally coming into the country? Yes, something must be done about that, but he's making it too much about a wall and bombing ISIS
well, no, he
like
should
that.
make it about bombing ISIS.
But I'm saying, like, it's we want to
that's a terrorist
get ISIS, but you gotta have a plan. You just
You
can't
do have to have a
say,
plan, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do this, and we don't even know who Donald Trump is.
And you know what? I agree
Working with him, or who's gonna be on his team.
Oh no, because
We
like
don't
Jeb
know
Bush
anything
says,
like
he gets all his stuff from the news. That's
I don't know
that's
where
what
he
said.
gets it from.
Because that's what Donald Trump says he gets it from. I look at the news and I listen to different generals and stuff like that.
But you know what? It just shows me
That's
how
what he said.
foolish some Americans are, because a lot of them are just voting for Trump
yeah.
just because he's saying what
Right.
the fuck he wants to say.
Like what he wants to say.
And that's not what you want in a president.
No. And you know what? Shout out to President Obama, because you know he said
Yes,
it.
he got them
together, and he also got the other Republicans together too.
Yeah.
He said, you know what? Some of them feel the same way Donald Trump feels, but they're just not as vocal as Donald Trump is. And I agree with him. Okay, you can't tell me Ted Emmanuel Estevez Cruz don't feel the same damn way. I just told Kevin, Ted Cruz reminds me of somebody who needs to be on The Simpsons. He talks like somebody should be on The Simpsons, and he looks like a character from The Simpsons. You can't tell me Ted Cruz don't feel that way. I mean, these people are just, it's just insane how their following, particularly Donald Trump's, is just growing. It's growing, and nobody's asking for the Carfax. They're just buying the car. Nobody wants to do the test drive. Nobody wants to ask, who was the last owner of this car. Nobody's asking any of that. They're just buying into what Donald Trump is saying. And he ain't saying shit. He's not saying a damn thing. But let me tell you, I love watching him during the debates because he gets the girls together.
And Bush should have then started fighting back.
Entertaining when those Republicans. Let me tell y'all something. And he just stands there so patiently. And he makes all kinds of faces. And the minute somebody say his name, oh, he goes in. And Donald Trump is not one of them girls that just reads you. He reads you like an old queen. He told Jeb Bush, you spent $44 million in ad campaigns in New Hampshire, and you still came in at number 5. And then had to tell that man, your mother should be running president more than you should.
And let you know, I only spent $3 billion on a campaign. I don't even buy commercials. I felt bad, so I bought commercials.
Right.
That's what they said. I feel like I could quote Donald Trump on a whole bunch of stuff. I've really been paying attention to this Republican side of the base because it's interesting, because I want to know who's going to be the Republican nominee.
Oh, let me tell you something.
And Donald Trump easily thinks that he could beat Hillary Clinton, and Hillary Clinton. He don't want. I think he wants Bernie to get the nomination
because he knows
it's an easier route.
But he's talking that Hillary Clinton stuff, but he really don't want her. But you know what's so sad? Because many Republicans really don't want Donald Trump as their nominee
because
they don't want to be
they
don't want to be associated with him. But baby, when he does become the nominee, because I think I told Kevin, I think at the very end it's going to be down to Cruz and Trump, and if Trump keeps talking that talk, he's gonna get them to vote for him because they coming out there to his rallies in their jean jackets with the Confederate flag cut out in it. They coming with the Confederate flag wrapped around their head. They coming in them old 1960 pickup trucks with Confederate flags and white sheets adorned to the back of them. Oh, you think they're not gonna come out for him? They are tired of that nigga in the White House. He's been in there for too damn long. What Sarah Palin say when she endorsed Donald Trump? We need to take our country back to the way it was. Take it back to the way it was. And you got all these in this damn audience yelling this, that, and the third, and you talking about taking it back to the way it was? What kind of shit? Are y'all not listening to it? Y'all so busy worrying about what the fuck Hillary Clinton's saying or what the fuck is in her email. Y'all need to be worrying about what the fuck's going on over there. Okay? They are crazy. They are crazy. Crazy. I don't put nothing past somebody like a Sarah. Oh, if Donald Trump was to
if he picks her, he knows it's over. If she didn't get in 8 years ago, she damn sure won't be getting in this year.
I can see him picking her though.
I hope not.
Oh, can you? That would be
a train wreck 2016.
A
train fucking wreck. But I hope Hillary picks, if she gets nominated, I hope she picks Sanders to be her running mate. But if Sanders wins, I know he's not going to pick Clinton.
That's the odd. First of all, that's an odd couple just to even watch them debate. So to even see them on the same ticket, I don't want to see something like that. No, I need for Hillary Clinton to pick somebody young, somebody fresh,
who's a progressive Democrat, like
somebody who's going to that if something was to happen to Hillary Clinton today or tomorrow, we say, "Yup, that's exactly who I want to be president." Or if she was to decide not to run for president again, we say, "You know what? You need to run because we want you. We want you." That Donald Trump man, I tell you, y'all gotta really pay attention. Y'all have to pay attention, okay? Y'all have to pay attention. Donald Trump ain't nothing to be messed with. And that's why on those debates, he just stands there because he knows. And he tells all of them. He tells all of them to their faces. I have the highest polling numbers of anybody on this stage, and my polls keep rising. And every time he says it at the end of a debate, his polls keep rising. And he don't say shit.
The most unhumble up there.
It's like,
and they still
it almost reminds me of Instagram, as if he's buying those people. Like, you know, some of those people on Instagram buying those followers. You trying to figure out how to get all those followers? It's like he's buying these people to come and support him. It's crazy.
And with him saying that he's leading the polls, he's wondering why everybody's saying that you lost in Iowa.
Right.
Because you put yourself up there on that pedestal, believing in your own hype and what polls you're leading, and you fucking lost. So yes, everybody's saying you lost.
Oh, but look where he's winning at in the South.
Yeah, don't even go there. But he won in New Hampshire.
He's winning in the South where they want to take us back to the old America.
This is not 1963.
You think they don't want to take us back to the old America?
They better not. They better. And these days, that won't even happen again. It will never happen again.
Listen.
These new kids.
Never.
First of it will never happen.
They'll take us back over.
No.
Donald Trump will get in there. He'll get me and start calling them. If you, like I said it before and I'll say it again. The shit that he says about the Mexicans and the Muslims.
Can you imagine? And you know someone who he's great friends with? I have friends that are black. Or I have great friends with the Latinos. And they work for me. And they all work for Trump Tower.
My Muslim friends, they agree with me.
Wow! Point them out! Remember that song?
I want to hear it.
Point them out. Point them the fuck out.
I've never heard any Muslim friend come out after you said that and say, "Yeah, I'm Donald Trump's Muslim friend that agrees with him." I never saw that. I have great Muslim friends, and they agree with me.
And they eat with me. They're here.
And you know what they say?
They're in the room right now.
Yeah.
That's what they say. And they're right there in the room.
You know what they tell me? They tell me, "I agree with you. We should have did this a long time ago." They're not telling you that because they don't exist. Why would a Muslim person tell you that they are all in favor of you stopping other Muslims from coming in this country? That's like me telling you I am all in favor for you stopping blacks from coming in this country. Because I don't see no more blacks.
I agree, Donald. Don't bring them here.
Don't bring them here. Don't bring them here. And we don't have to send them. Let me tell you something. You keep playing with Donald Trump and them, y'all better register to vote. Because if you think that you're just going to sit home and say, "Oh, well, I already knew that so-and-so was going to win." You don't know shit. So you need to get up and register and vote. Okay? Don't tell me, you know, there's a bit, I didn't go vote the last election because I knew Obama was going to win. You didn't know he was going to win. Because he could have lost. Yeah. Don't tell me no bullshit like that. Get up and vote. Oh, I knew he was going to win. You didn't know shit.
Yeah.
You don't even know where you go to vote at. You don't even know your polling place.
That sounds like a new shirt. You don't know shit.
I knew he was going to win. Do you even know where you go vote at?
23rd and Birch.
You know what I'm saying?
I know where my station is.
I know where mine is at too. 5th and grade. Low elementary. Yeah. I've been voting ever since I've been registered to vote. Okay? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Please, because I'm going to tell you something. If you let somebody like Donald Trump get into office, he's going to have a job for Sarah Palin. Mark my words.
I hope so.
He's going to have a job for her. And you know what her top priority is going to be? The first day Trump is elected president, her top priority is going to be booking a Carnival cruise, not a Royal Caribbean, but a carnival cruise for all of us niggas to take our asses back to Africa. Because we are not going to be staying here if he's president.
Nah, it's going to be tough time.
Okay? You think we got a hard now with minimum wage? Minimum wage, you want what? Yeah. You want a good job, you want to come work at Trump Tower, where I'm sure his damn employee staff is half of Mexicans.
Yes. And he lets you know. Tens of thousands of Mexicans have worked for me.
Yeah.
And they tell you I was a good boss.
And they tell you I'm a good boss.
Some of them here right there.
Some of them
That's
here
his
right
favorite line.
Some of them in the audience right now.
Y'all got to watch him speak.
Yes. Because he says all of this and nothing else. I can't wait to watch that town hall debate tonight on CNN because I need somebody saying the fuck up. Well, Mr. Trump, what are you really planning on doing? Oh, it's gonna be big. We're gonna build a wall.
I can't wait till they come to Pennsylvania because I want to ask some questions.
I want to ask some fucking questions too. I got a question. Well, your name's on the list. I don't give a fuck. I have a question. Fuck my name being on the list.
Wait, did you watch the town hall last night?
No, I wasn't home last night.
Somebody had sneezed, right? And he thought that it was a heckler.
Who?
Trump. And he was ready for the nigga.
What town hall?
A town hall with MSNBC.
Oh, okay.
They had their own little one-on-one debate versus CNN. And somebody had sneezed after he said something, and he thought that they was a heckler, so he was ready to get them out. He's like, oh, because I was about to get you out of here.
Yeah.
He was over.
Because he don't want no real questions being asked to him.
No, he don't. But we also have on these notes.
Open your eyes, y'all. I'm just saying, open your eyes.
Rihanna's skipping the Grammys, and that's something we neglected to speak about on Tuesday. Basically, they saying that before this was going on, Rihanna got into a big argument. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. TMZ reported.
Yeah, go ahead.
TMZ reported. And you know TMZ gets
the tea.
The tea.
Did you see that? Did you hear that video they had of Kanye going all backstage at SNL?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh, but this is a similar thing. Rihanna. So TMZ got wind. They reported on their website. Rihanna was screaming hysterically before she bailed on the Grammys. But there are conflicting stories about what triggered her outburst. Sources connected with the show and several sources who were not connected but present at the show tell TMZ the singer was loudly expressing she was there. And let me tell you something. I never believed for a second that bronchitis act. Because first and foremost, how do you wait until the show has already started to then announce that you're no longer performing because of bronchitis? The Grammys was damn near an hour into the show when we got word that she wasn't performing. Somebody with bronchitis, we would have found that out way before the Grammys even started that she wasn't performing. But I digress. Back to this. Okay, you gotta really come on, pay attention, people.
Come on.
Sources connected with the show and several sources who were not connected but present at the show tell TMZ the singer was loudly expressing displeasure over her rehearsal. They say she was loud and upset and, as we first reported, bailed on the event. Rihanna's people say she had a medical issue. Get this. Bronchitis that was so bad she could not perform, and that's why she left. Sources close to Rifi tell us she was too upset to stay and watch the show. It's interesting. Rihanna sang, it's interesting because 2 nights before the Grammys, Rihanna sang Their Words Not Mine.
Okay.
Flawlessly.
Yes.
At the Lionel Richie charity event.
You said Their Words Not Mine.
Not mine. Again, it's interesting because Rihanna sang Not My Words, Theirs. Flawlessly. 2 nights prior to the Grammy event at the Lionel Richie charity event. Several sources say her voice was also great at the Grammys rehearsal. And then TMZ had the nerve to go even further to show you the receipts and post the video of her singing flawlessly at the Grammys at the 2 nights at the at the Lionel Richie event. But yet this girl was suffering from bronchitis that her doctor felt she could not sing. It's always something. And the minute things don't go motherfuckers' way, I got bronchitis. When all she had to do, if she had bronchitis, I wouldn't have minded if she got up there and lip sync. I really wouldn't have.
Well, LL Cool J let it be known nobody will be lip syncing on this stage tonight when he opened up the show.
Well, there you go.
But she doesn't need to lip sync.
No, she don't. She should have got her ass up there and sang.
Yes, and especially when you have a new album out, Rihanna, and you want to sell tickets to a tour.
I'm just gonna say like this. Can I just be honest with you? Ever since February 6th, shit.
Things ain't been the same.
Things ain't been the same. Y'all go look back at the date, February 6th. But ever since February 6th, things ain't been the same. And this was her shining moment to get the attention in a positive way back on her.
And where's the work video? This is Rihanna's worst era ever. Ever.
It started out horribly.
Since last year. Riri, y'all gonna have to get that shit together. Like, you gonna have to start pulling off stunts and doing shows and a whole bunch of other stuff. Are you gonna perform on nighttime shows just to...
Because I'm trying to figure out, did people out there really believe that she had bronchitis?
No.
Who really?
I don't think nobody cares, honestly.
No.
I think her Navy was upset. I would have been upset. I was upset too.
Because that's their favorite artist. I would have been upset too if my favorite artist bailed out. And it's crazy because the minute I started seeing those tweets on Twitter the night of the Grammys, I was like, how the hell did she just discover that she got bronchitis and she's about to go stage?
And she's there crying and yelling and screaming at the Grammys people.
With bronchitis.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Because, listen to this. Somebody with bronchitis, why was she even there?
Yeah.
Because everybody says she was there. Backstage. Nobody didn't say, oh no, you know, she phoned in and said she couldn't make it. They said, no, she was here. And caused the scene backstage. So somebody with bronchitis, they got dressed, got in their car, and went over to the Grammys.
Maybe Vontae will be able to explain.
He don't need to explain shit to me because I already know. He ain't got to explain nothing else.
I said he got some tickets. I hope one of them tickets for me. Because I want to see Rihanna.
If it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck. And if it sings like a duck, it's a duck.
Yes. Well, Rihanna Navy. I want to know, what do y'all say to each other? What's going on the chat boards? How can y'all explain this era to anybody that's not a part?
Right.
Now, I will give y'all this. Now, I've listened to the first half of Rihanna's album. At first, I wasn't a fan of it. I really like it. But I can't picture it being played on the radio. I can't hear it on the radio.
I listened to one of her songs today at work. Actually, I was listening to a few of her songs because this girl had Rihanna's album on her phone. And I was listening to one of the songs, and I wish I would have gotten the name of the song because I actually like the song.
Is it the first song?
I don't know what song. It was like, you know how when you're working and then you hear music playing, but then a particular song.
That Kiss a Better song is cute.
Yeah, she was talking about something about something about her man hitting her, not hitting her physically, but like having sex, hitting like
sex.
She was letting him, or something like that. But I really liked that song. I really liked that song. It was my first time listening to it. You know, but.
I'm listening.
No, I'm trying to find words because I'm like, as I was listening to the album, it was almost like it wasn't a Rihanna album because you didn't hear no dance songs like that. You know what I mean? Like I was ready for the next song.
Is it called Sex With Me?
I don't know what it's called. It was playing. I don't know what it's called. But we don't. I don't need you doing that.
Oh yeah, because you need to keep our checks.
Right.
That's the song right there. Kiss It Better. I love that song.
Yeah, I don't know what the name was because, like I said, I got into it during the middle of the song, so I don't know what it was. But I liked it. For what I heard.
Anti.
It's just so unfortunate, though. Like you said, like what is going on with this particular era? Somebody like Rihanna, like I don't care what nobody said. February 6th, it was a done deal for her in the first half, and I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Once the Grammys come, she gonna have that shine back on her, and it's gonna be her night, and people gonna live for her, and that's what we're gonna hear about for the next few days. Is how she killed the Grammys and this, that, and the third. And then an hour to almost 2 hours to the Grammys, we hear, oh, she's not performing now because she has bronchitis.
I don't know what else to say about her. I mean, I just want her team to get it together. Well, maybe Rihanna, you're gonna have to pull a Beyonce and start finding people to help you and put a better team together. Because something must be done. You changed your whole sound, and it's not working for you because we don't see you nowhere. And it's just like you are not ringing bells right now. Okay? When you come out with something, by this time you should be on a level where Beyonce is at. when she just drops shit and everybody go crazy and go wild and stuff like that. You're there, but you're not putting in the effort. You're not putting in the effort at all. It's just like, oh, I just throw it out and... No, you gotta promo it. You got to get these girls hyped, and you have to be on your motherfucking game.
And you know what?
Because I remember when Beyonce performed at the Grammys sick, and she fucking sang and she went home or whatever. Or just like her sleepy ass got up on the stage this year and went the fuck back home. Like, you got to do stuff.
I was getting ready to say that. It's interesting because once Beyonce dropped Formation and then the Super Bowl, it's like you've been seeing her periodically. Whether she's somewhere like a show or just making sure she's eating somewhere where there's fucking photographers at. She's letting you know, bitch, I'm back. Because before Formation came out, you was trying to figure out where the fuck is Beyonce? Where is she? What is she doing? Now that Formation is out, you seeing her more and more. And like you said, she walked right onto that stage, sleepy as hell, off of Benadryl or whatever the hell she had, said what she had to say, gave out that award, and left. And guess what? When she walked on that stage, everybody went crazy. The internet was talking about, look Beyonce, look Beyonce. That should have been your moment, Rihanna. That was your moment that should have been.
You can at least present an Oscar award at the Oscars.
But they have to invite her.
Yeah, well,
she can't just walk in there.
Well, she did a movie within the last year, right? That home movie. Is it nominated? I wonder if it's nominated.
Oh, the cartoon movie?
Yeah.
I'm not for best animated feature. I'm not for sure. Yeah, she did. She definitely did, but I don't. But they have to invite her to come and be a part of the show.
Well, I hope she's.
And I don't remember hearing her on any of the.
Because after that, you know, award show season is over at the Oscars. Like, what else she's gonna do?
Well, she's not gonna perform work at the Oscars.
No, I'm just saying, just presenting an Academy Award.
You're right. Cute. The biggest award shows for her was the Grammys.
Any more Grammys?
Well, I'm sure she's gonna be at the BET Awards. I know she'll be there.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Cause she's on tour. I don't know if she got that date off from the BET Awards.
Well, listen, Beyonce didn't have that day off either, but she
she was there by a YouTube video, and her ass better be sitting in the audience too, cause Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives the fuck.
Black award shows matter.
Hey, listen. When is the BET Awards? June what?
The last Sunday in June. Whatever's the last Sunday.
Well, we got to see where she's gonna be at the last Sunday in June.
Is that on tour? Oh,
her tour starts in April.
See what day is she working last Sunday?
Listen, she'll be there at the BET Awards.
She better.
DSL, like you said. No, I need the dates.
Just put. Oh yeah.
I did put the dates, but there was a link that I had clicked on. Oh, here it is. Oh, they got their own Wikipedia now.
On the tour?
Yes. Shows.
Let me look and see June last Sunday. If it's June 5th here in Philly, June 29th.
June 30th, okay, June 28th and the 20, let me see, June 28th.
June 29th will be the last Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you're wrong.
I thought she said June 5th. That's a Sunday here in Philly, right?
Yeah, June 29th.
I meant 26.
25th.
15, 5, 12, 19.
Well, she doesn't have a show on the 26th.
Oh, but her ass needs to be at the BET Awards.
Yeah, she doesn't have a show on the 26th.
Yeah, she'll be at the BET Awards, hopefully.
She's off from after the 14th, June 14th, from the 14th until the 28th. So actually the 15th all the way until the 28th, she's off. So yeah, she should be at the BET Awards.
The 28th is a what? Saturday, right?
No, 28th is during the week. That's like a Tuesday.
Well, I'm thinking.
I don't know, 15. But I wish she would stop yelling these wrong dates.
15. I'm sorry.
The 28th is on a Tuesday.
That'll give her enough time to practice and everything.
Practice?
Yeah.
She don't need no practice.
Oh, you know they practice. Beyonce don't play with them.
No, she don't need no practice.
Rehearsals.
Sure.
Rehearse.
And I better not hear nothing about no bronchitis.
No. Yeah, Rihanna fans just know that we're not hating. We just need to see her step that shit up.
Right.
Because what happened?
I wanted to see her perform at the Grammys.
Yes.
I wanted to see it. And y'all know I'm not even a big Rihanna fan, but I wanted to see her. And when I saw that, like I said, when I saw it on my timeline, I was like, girl.
And Rihanna was one of the big black stars that canceled on y'all, for those that was questioning where the black people was at. And all that time we did all that arguing, we didn't even recognize that she can't bring it up. But anyway, y'all.
Well, you know, why would you recognize somebody who canceled and lied about it?
But Riri, step it up. The Davy, y'all got to step it up. Like, I feel bad a little bit. Because I was all hyped. We was all take a break. yeah, you need that break, girl. You need to take that break. She took a break, and it ain't never been right since. It ain't never been right since.
And you know, Rihanna's a beautiful girl. I keep seeing her face in my listening. She's such a beautiful girl.
Cover girl.
She's really, you know, she really is a couple girl. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. I just wish she would just like,
You can't get success just based on beauty. You gotta put in the effort.
You can't actually.
So thank y'all for watching today's show. We will see you guys next week with the new video. Y'all be safe. Peace.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
What you say? I keep getting shocked.